Namaste and welcome to my new channel, Divine Seed. I still remember when I was in school, we had a guest visitor to our class. I exactly don't remember his name now, but he was a major in the Indian Army. So when he came to our class and started talking to us, interacting with us, we all the students were so impressed with him. Like all the girls wanted to marry him. We boys, we wanted to be like him. We wanted to be in the Indian Army. That was the extent he inspired us all. He impressed us all. So now when I recall those memories of mine, what was that about him that impressed and inspired us so much? I do realize that it was his personality. So all of us, each one of us, want a good and powerful personality, a magnetic personality, a personality that can impress everyone around us, a personality that can inspire or influence everyone around us, a personality that can impact on a positive way upon the society that we live in. We all do want such a personality, don't we? So now the question is, how do we gain that kind of personality? Is there a way to do that? How do we develop our personality? Now, today we will talk about that, our personality. So, before we go any further, what we need to do is understand what exactly is personality. What does this word personality means exactly? Today here in this video we'll try to dissect this word into its components so that we can look through all those components individually and examine them and work on them on a individual level. Only then we can develop our entire personality. We have to work on its individual components that makes our personality. So today we will look upon that. We'll try to understand it. So usually when we say personality or use that word, what we mean or what we refer to is that outer look, that outer display of whatever we see in a person. That is what we refer to when we use this word personality. But is it really the personality of the person? Because the meaning of personality is much deeper than just that outer look we see. Personality means the real self, the true self. What that person actually is. How it doesn't matter how he behaves or carries himself when he is in front of 1,000 people. That is not his real or true personality. The way a person is when he is alone in his room, that is his personality. Who a person truly, really is. That is what personality means. Now, according to psychology, it says that we have three sides, three aspects, three versions of us. What are they? The first one is that outer display, the cover or the masks that we keep, that we show to others. Each one of us has that, a outer cover, and that is just for display. That is fake. That is not the true one. Now the second aspect, second side, or the second version of us is who we think we are, our own version of ourselves. That's our second version. The third version, this is the true us, the real self, what we truly are inside out. So now we'll try to look at each of these versions of us. This first version, what is it? This is a side, this is a thing, this is an image that we build, that we construct just to hide our true self. Because behind that thought, we have a guilt. We feel that our true personality isn't good enough to be shown to others. That's why we try to hide that true self of ours. So we put up this mask, this false side of us to display to others. This is the first version of us, the side that we show to others. But that's not true. That's a false one. That's a fake one. That's just for display. Okay, that's the first version. This second version, what we think we are, what is this? Now this comes from all the things we have heard till now. Everything from our parents to our teachers, our peers, our relatives, our friends, our society as a whole. So whatever they told us about us, all the things that we have heard, those have gone into our mind, and they have left a kind of impressions in our subconscious mind, and those impressions gave birth to this version of us. So this version is what everyone around us have been telling us who we are. So we formed an image of ourselves according to those impressions, and this is how this is formed, this second version. But most of the time this is also false. This is also not true, because this is what others have been telling us about ourselves. This is not what we have discovered. No. Now the third version, this is the true ourselves. This is the real us. Now the problem is that we have never given enough attention to this part. Never. Because all the time, all our life, we have been running around. We have been listening to others, what they have told us about our own self. Everything in our life has been defined by others. This is how we should do, this is how we should behave, this is how we should lead our life. Everything. We have never tried to analyze or examine what we truly want, what we actually want, what I truly am. That we never tried to discover or realize. So as a result of that, we never got familiar with this side of ours. And the irony is, this is our true self. This is the real we, the real me. But this side, I have always kept it hidden because I think this is not good. This is not good. And for that matter, we have never even realized that we do have a side that is yet undiscovered, because we are only familiar to this second version of us, the image that we have built for us, our own self. We just know this version of us, not this one. So now what happens is that we are living a fake life, because these two versions are just the projected image, the shadow, you can say, of this true self, this real one. This is the real one, and these two are just the shadow of this, but these are fake. These two are not real, they are false. This one is just what we have built, what we have made up in our mind just to impress others. This one is what we have thought about ourselves, listening to all the things what others have said to us. So these two are just made up things. You can say they are just concoctions of our own mind, distortions. That's it. Because the real one is here. Now what happens is, entire life we are busy with this too, and since these two are false, these two are fake, these two do not really exist, so to maintain these two consumes a lot of our energy. It drains us. It drains our energy, our effort. So it is actually really tiring to even maintain this false identities of ours. So our true goal should be to get rid of these false images and just get one. To get all these three images into one. That means what we show to others is our true self. What we think we are is our true self. Not some made up images of ours. Just our true self, our true identity. And only when our true identity comes out, only when we put forward our true identity, our true self, only when we get rid of this fake ones and take this true self to the forefront, only then our personality will shine, because that's when our true self, our real self will come forward. That's when we will be confident, really confident about our own self, because we will have nothing to hide from others. All these years we have been trying to hide something from others, and that takes a lot of effort, that drains our energy. So once we get rid of these fake images and just bring forward our true self, our real self, what happens is that we become comfortable with our own true self. We become self-confident. Our self-esteem rises. Our self-respect rises. That's what happens when we acknowledge this true self and get rid of these two other images of us. So I hope you understand this thing in its essence, because it is very, very important to know this, to understand this. Because unless and until we get this thing, we will never be able to distinguish between the true and the false. Only when we know this, only when we realize this, we'll be able to get rid of our false images and bring out the true self, our true personality, which is powerful, which is strong, which is impressive. So I hope you like this video. And next we'll go to the other aspects of a personality, our personality. Because the main thing that makes our personality is our mind. Everything is in our mind. Whatever we think, whatever is in our mind is projected outside, onto the outside world. So today we'll just try to get this fact, and we'll try to look within ourselves to realize our true self, who we truly are, not these two fake ones, the true one. So that's what we do today. So that's it for today. If you like the video, kindly like it, share it, drop your comments below. I love to hear from you, and kindly do subscribe to the channel because it is a new one, and I'll be bringing a lot of such contents in front of you quite frequently. So till then, till the next video, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you. Namaste.